Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Liberatory Love. I'm Libby, and I want to offer 3 different ways that you can begin to connect with the unknown and also how you can get support in doing that. So, the first question before I jump into the hows or why would you connect with the unknown? Well, there's 90+% of the universe that we do not have contact with and do not comprehend. And yet we are taking action frequently on the information that we have immediately available to us, which usually tends to be recycled patterns, not just of ourselves, but those we've learned from. So when we can get in touch with the unknown, when we can get in touch with the more that exists, we can also get in touch with freedom. And this is called liberatory love. The other thing about getting in touch with a new way of thinking or a new way of being is that you will always outgrow that new thing. The next thing will always come. And I just want to offer that because a lot of people think, I don't want to go into the unknown because I can already see it happening. It's going to be disappointing because I already was disappointed before. Now the next disappointment is going to come. So what I have is enough. And I really want to propose that you are here to learn, to grow, to develop, to expand, to evolve. And by nature of evolution, the spiritual, mental, emotional evolution of the human mirrors the physical evolution, and physical evolution means the next will come, will come, will come, will come, will come. So you will never get bored. So now let's dive into connecting with the unknown. Firstly, meditation and actually creating space to sit alone with yourself and see what emerges as most pressing. A lot of times we will not identify that thing because it's abstract and the answer is not as clear as the first intuitive hit of what we should do or what someone told us to do. So when you actually choose to sit and be alone and see what arises, you get the chance to get in touch with your own intuitive knowing rather than being told what to do from others. I run a business called Thrive, where I help you reconnect to what it is that you want driving your life. This is your attention. This is what actually allows you to make the choices that will align you to what matters to you. So, if you would like to get in touch with your attention and your relationship to technology and how it can help or harm your attention and how you can get it to be an anchor in deepening your attention, do not hesitate to reach out. All right. The second way you can get in touch with the unknown is to play with an emotion. So, emotions come in different levels of intensity. And because emotion can also be linked to deep lived experiences that are uncomfortable, I'm going to invite you not to work with a level 10 emotion. If you have a level 10 of grief, anger, dissatisfaction, I'm going to invite you into a level 5 emotion and invite you into a practice of either writing about or embodying that emotion. So let's say I'm dealing with frustration. One thing I can do is actually sit and write and ask the frustration, what wisdom do you have for me? What are you so dang frustrated about? And the other thing I could do is actually fully put on the frustration as if it is an outfit, a gown, a personality, and I fully let it take me over. The beautiful thing about emotion is all emotion is connected. So when you give yourself permission to be with an emotion and actually go into it, because what we usually do is step away from it. When you go into it, you get the opportunity for the next thing to come. When you go into the sadness, you get to cry. And when you cry, what comes out on the other side is the laughter or the joy. So when we do not feel, we lose that chance to let the next thing come. It's like we're storing or stashing the energy, and then everything else we want to do gets contained. I run a business called Liberatory Love. This really is the foundational piece of my coaching. I help release stored and stuck energy from the past, specifically in the space of love, sex, and relationships, so that you can access your true visions and desires and live the life you want. This is the space in a coaching space where you can go into the level 10 emotion because you're actually going to have someone to hold you on the other side. However, I also can offer a short introduction to guiding yourself through embodied release. You can contact me directly for that. All right, third way of going into the unknown is to actually begin to write down when you have an idea and you're working on something. So we talked about your attention, we talked about your emotion, but what about your creativity, your imagination? When you actually want to bring something forth and you're getting stalled on, but it's probably not going to look that good. It's probably just going to, maybe it's just going to look like everything else that I've already done, because everything else I've already done, it's like this. There's that I've already can see it, so I'm stopping myself before I even go there. How do you get something to look different than what it's already looked like? Well, there's a lot of different people who can give you background on that, but what I want you to be focused on is functionality, which is the why of something, and elegance, which is the ease of how something operates. So you can take some time to begin to detail out everything that you currently know about how this could function, everything you currently know about how this could feel. Yeah, that's the elegance. This could be a trip. This could be a post you're making. This could be a project that you have to create for work. This could be a book you're writing. This could be an art piece. All the ways that you believe it needs to be and all the ways you want it to be, because all of that you're going to express with your words is actually going to be the sum total of everything you've already experienced. So write it down, put it out, put down that sum total, and then burn it. Just kidding. You don't have to burn it, but then draw a brand new box. Get out a brand new fresh piece of paper and then see what goes there. Then see if something new comes up. Because when you just start to create from what you already know, you're going to keep creating more of what you already know. And what we want to get you in is the experience of emergence and actually letting the next step come forth. But to do that, it's going to require you coming face to face with what you already know, what you already are aligned with, what you already like. And then make room. There's a whole process within that work of deconstruction. Just like I described being with emotion, we can actually be with what hasn't worked very intimately and let that give rise to the new. And that is a process that I call creative destruction, creation, and space making, and ultimately empower people in creative embodiment or being in the depth of the thing you are creating yourself, letting yourself be the thing that is transforming. This is my work at Elegance Innovation Lab, where I'll both work with you on a project, but also work with you as the instrument that project is coming through. So if you are interested in honing in your attention, your relationship with your digital, working on the emotions and your relationships, or working on creativity, these are all places that carry extraordinary amounts of unknown. You have extraordinary amounts of power to go into these places yourself. And if you go, I would love, love, love to hear about it. And alternatively, you can get support in this and not do this alone and actually take yourself to much deeper places by working one-on-one or in a group capacity with someone who has a trauma healing background, a social justice background, a holistic approach background, and can really allow each of these layers to expand out. My name is LibbyHoffman. I'm a relationship embodiment and creative love coach. I'm here to help you. Do not hesitate to reach out.